Okay.
The 18th of September, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay. Okay, we're recording. So we are up to Machri's Rava. So we were talking about different cases over here. And we're up to Machri's Rava. And this can be found towards the very end of the page, 3 lines from the bottom, on Kufiyud Gimel Amid Base, 113b.
You're on 6, and you're on the left column of 5th ruling.
Yeah. Wow. Well, this is the 6th Art Scrolls page on this.
Yeah, a lot of notes, a lot of translation.
Oh yeah, because all about the yeah. Okay, so we're up to Machri's Rava, and let's see. We'll have Roy start the reading.
Machri's Rava Aishma Rav Huna. Rava, and some say it was Rav Huna, proclaimed. The Selkin, the Ayla, Udonochin, the Sate. Those going up from Babylonia to Eretz Israel, and those going down from Eretz Israel to Babylonia should know the following law. Hey, Ba Israel, Diyadeh Sahadusa, Lechusa Si Vela Tavayu Mainaya. If a Jew has testimony for a Kuthian who was not asked to testify, for Azal, for Asahid, Leah, Lay, Bedine, the Kusi, Al Israel, Chavaria. And he goes and testifies in a Kuthian court, whose laws are different from Jewish laws, against a fellow Jew, Mishamatinan Lay. He is excommunicated.
Okay. Do we have any Rashi over here?
Don't see any Rashi at all.
No Rashi. Guess Rashi thinks this is self-explanatory.
Unless we have a mind time what the reason. Maybe it's on the next page. I don't know.
Oh. No, doesn't seem so. Okay, so let's go over this one again. Machri's Rava made an announcement. Vitema Rav Huna. Some say it was Rav Huna. Misalkin le'ela. Udana chatin lesata. Whether they're going up from Babel to Eretz Yisrael, whether they're going from Eretz Yisrael down to Bavel. Hi Bar Yisrael. This Bar Yisrael, he's a Jew. The Yoda Sadusa Lakusi, that he knows Edis that will benefit a non-Jew. Lo tabu mine. But the non-Jew doesn't demand that he come and testify on his behalf. Be'ozav v'yasid le b'dinei dekusi al Yisrael chabre. Oh, and he goes without being asked to say edus b'dinei dekusi. I guess in a court that of the kusim al Yisrael chabre, on his fellow Jew. Mishamtinan. Oh, so he's put in nidui for doing that. Oh, so what's the reason why? My timer, why we do that? The inu mafke mamoina. You mafke mamoina. It sounds like a puma dechad. Oh, that's the point. Oh, we didn't get to we didn't read yet why it is that he's excommunicated. Okay, so now we've got to read the my timer. Lou, you want to read the my timer?
My timer. What is the reason? De'ina hu mipe koi map koi mamona. Because they take money. Apuma the chad on the word of one witness. So they're focusing on a specific working of the court, this kuti court. Lo amrinan ella chad. We don't say this except where he's the only one. Aval basre lo, but not where two witnesses can testify. V'chad nami lo amaran ella bedine de magista. And even if there is just one witness, we do not say this except in a court of a village. Aval Bay davar, but in a government court, inahu nami chad amo masa shadu lay. They also rely on one witness only to administer an oath to the defendant. So in other words, the government court functions in the same way as a Jewish court.
The Beit Davar. Yeah. Beit Davar. Shilton. Uh-huh.
This is surprising to me because I would have thought that it would say, hey, nobody asked him to testify. Why is he going and hurting a fellow Jew when he doesn't have to?
Oh, you mean even if there was two of them?
Yeah, even if it's a government court and their law is the same as ours, but why is he going to a non-Jewish court and hurting a fellow Jew when he wasn't subpoenaed? He doesn't have to go.
Okay, let's take a look at the Rashis.
Okay, the first Rashi is that there's one witness. Akume achad, that there's only on the mouth of one, only one witness. V'nimsa shevsido shalokadin, and you'll find that he's lost, that he would lose, not according to din, because you would think that you have to have two witnesses, and there's only one witness. This is not legal, so that's why the Kutin court's no good. And then the second thing is the Megista, which is a court, a local court, B'nai Kafer, the people of a village, Shein Yodim Ladun, the Mishpat, because they don't know how to do a judge in judging properly, because it's only a village court. They're not really qualified. And then the Bey Davar, the people of the Davar, that says the Shilton, that's the government. And the final thing is to make it administer an oath. Chad Amodu Shado, that one can make standing for him, which is administer the oath. Lahachish ha'ed, and I skipped a line. Lay. Al pi eid echad, on one witness. Ein motzian mimon, you can't take money from him. Aval mechayivim baldin, we can't chayiv a baldin a shvua, that you can make a shvua that he doesn't want to pay. Lahachish eid kedin, to deny it according to the judgment. Kedin Torah, a lashon, a language, achar, the Megista. Is that the same word? No. Magusta anasim. That there's something being an unavoidable action. The chazaka with a chazaka, kamo, hatukam, gachle, go gazai, a theft. the Ka Machla, and he can make a protest on it. Srisim. Ha'omdim, the one standing, Loredet to take it down in a chazaka. Especially the chazaka, I'm not quite sure I understand that last part.
Okay. Let's see. Let's try to unravel this over here. So the first din that we got over here is that the Bar Yisrael, the Yoda Sadusa the Kusi, he knows Edis in favor of a Kusi. V'lo tovo minei, but the Kusi doesn't ask him to testify on his behalf. But also v'asid lei, and he goes on his own into the Bedine Kusi, Al Yisrael Chavrei. He goes in the says Edis about a Jew, fellow Jew, in a place where they done according to the din of the Kusim. So in a situation like that, Mishamtinan, he's put in nidui by whoever. And now, why is that? My timer, the inu mafke mamona apuma dechad, because the goyim they cause money to be taken out to pay based upon only one witness. So that is what Rashi says. Nimsa shefsidu shelo kedin. So that what that means is that that's shelo kedin. That's not according to the din. A Jew is not required to pay unless there's two witnesses to testify that he owes. So this Jew caused his fellow Jew to have to pay shelo kedin. Torah says lo yakum eid echad beish. You can't use one witness against a person. Al pishnaim eidim yakum davar. Only have two witnesses can establish a matter to establish a monetary obligation. V'lo amrun ela b'chad. That's only if he came to testify himself as one witness. About betray, lo. But if he would have come with two, so then we would not have said that it's usher to go. Okay. That's the second point. If there would have been two of them, so then they would not have been put in nidui for causing the Jew to have to pay the goy. Oh, and so you have a question. What is that right? What he did, is that the right thing to do? Is that what they should do? So here you have on the top Tosus. There's a top Tosus over here that asks a question over here. You want to read this Tosus, Lou?
Below Amran, Ella, Chad, Aval, but betray low. And they don't say except for one, but for two, they don't. It's not a problem. V'im tomar, and if you will say, v'ha le'el shari le'haf kat halo v'im kain mafsidim oso harbe she'im haya rotze yachol lichor v'yesh lomar de mikol makom lo mash mitinan le kevan she'en mishalem al yadam ella ma shechayiv lo. So I'm stuck in the beginning. If you will say that above it was proper, I don't know what this word is. Lahafkid as.
Lahafkos halva. Right? We said that it certainly is forbidden to steal from a non-Jew, but just that if you owe the non-Jew money, you didn't steal from him, but you owe him, and he forgets or whatever it is, and he doesn't claim you, so you're not in you don't have an avera for not paying him back. That's called hafkos halva.
To not pay back the loan.
Yeah, if he forgot. Let's say he forgot. Now over here, so that's what we said over there.
Right.
So if so, says Tosus, Bim Cain, if so, then if this is so, then hafkos halva is permissible to just not pay a loan. So then mafsidin also harbe. In that case, this Jew, even if there's two witnesses and they come into the court of the Kusim and they say, we know that this Jew owes money to this Kusi, and they testify, and the court rules based upon their testimony, and now they got a court obligation to pay, which they're not going to be able to get out of. So Tosa says, in that case, they have caused this fellow Jew a loss. Mafsidino also harbe. It caused him a substantial loss. Even if they're two witnesses. She'im haya rotzeh, because if he had wanted to, this Jew, in the absence of these witnesses coming, there's no witnesses. And if there's no witnesses, Tosa says, if he would want, if the Jew would want, yochel lichpor, he could not pay. He could not honor the payment, and then he wouldn't be in violation of any Torah obligation that he has to this non-Jew, because he didn't steal from him. He just didn't pay back the loan. So therefore, Tosas is saying, Tosas is asking a question over here. Is that okay? What these two witnesses would do over here in this case? They're actually causing this the Jew a loss. So Tosas answers, Yesh lo imar de mikom makom lo mishamtinan le. Tosas says, maybe it was if they would have asked a shaila, the Rav would have said, you don't have a mitzvah to go and do that. He's not doing anything that's usher, and you're causing him a loss. But Tosa says, okay, but nevertheless, we're not going to put these two guys in excommunication for doing that, unlike the first guy. Why? Says Tosas, even though they caused him a loss, but came in the ein mishalim al yodam elam ashachayavlo. The Jew's not paying anything that he didn't owe. He did owe it, right? So it's not like it's not really a real hard and fast loss that they're causing this Jew. He loaned money from the goy, and now they're testifying that he's got to pay it. So he'll pay it. So it's not it's nishkeferlech, So there's no reason to put these two in chayrim, even though Tosas has a bit of a reservation with them going and doing this.
What's the word mashmechinan?
Put him in chayrim.
Yeah, shamta is Aramaic for chayrim, excommunication.
Ah. So
it is a bit of
nevertheless, we don't excommunicate them because the Jew only lost what he owed anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he did borrow the money from him, So, if the goy would have demanded him to pay it, so I think that in that case he certainly would have been obligated to pay, because if he doesn't pay in that case, it would seem that it would be a chil Hashem. The goy knows that he loaned him the money, and now he's demanding the payment. So I mean, he wouldn't be able. The Torah wouldn't allow him to refuse to pay him in that case, unless he could sort of convince him that he doesn't owe it. I don't know. But if it seemed to me, if the goy knows that he paid, that he loaned him, and he knows that he didn't pay him, and he knows that he's owed the money, so then the Jew's got to pay, because otherwise it would be a chilul Hashem. But all that being on the side, there's no actual avera that he's in violation of by not paying back the loan. So if the goy wouldn't claim it from him, so right now the goy is not claiming from him. That's what the case that the Gemora is saying. The goy did not ask this guy to come and testify. So as long as he's not claiming the money, so then they really they don't need to force the Jew to honor his obligation to the goy. Let the goy claim from him, and then he'll pay. Okay. And I see that the Tosfos has some opposition over here. The Rush says the Rush says Haven shall pidin chayavhu yocholim laha'ed. So the Rush disagrees with Tosfos. The Rush doesn't say that there's anything wrong with what these two did. Mina din, he's required to pay the guy. Havkos havo doesn't mean that you don't need to pay him. Havkos havo means that if he forgot or he mistakenly thought that that you paid him, then then that's it. But the Rush says that they didn't do anything wrong. He's obligated to pay. Kevin shall pidin chayavhu yocholim laha'id. Oh, and the Amshir Shlomo says no. There's no difference of opinion between the Rush and the Tosfos. Why? How so? Dibri Rush nemru b'makom sheyesh chilul Hashem. The Rush is talking about a case where it's a chilul Hashem, meaning that that the goy knows he loaned him the money, and he's wondering why it is that the Jew doesn't pay him back. Mashmem Tosfos sheyesh iser laha'id hu b'makom she'ein chilul Hashem. Tosfos is obviously talking about a case where there's not a chilul Hashem.
Well, Tosfos is more understandable to me because if you're going to say that there's a chilul Hashem, why does it say that the Kuti did not request that the Jew testify? If he is aware of the fact that he's owed the money, then he should go to court and subpoena the witness. Or maybe he doesn't know that he's a witness. He knows that he's owed the money, but he doesn't know that this witness exists. Okay, I see.
I don't know. I don't know if was he or these guys were officially called in to testify. I mean, rather to look at this, to witness the loan. In other words, were they? I mean, that's what the proper thing to do is. To if you loan somebody money, you should have a witness, a third party that sees that the loan is taking place, and you explain to him the loan this is a loan. I'm giving him money, and now he's so he will be able to. Remind the lender, the borrower, that he's got to pay. Otherwise, that's between Jews. But over here, I mean, I would assume that the Kusi, just for his own sake, he would not lend the money except in front of witnesses.
Well, if
that's not talking about witnesses.
If that's the case, then I re-ask my question, which is, the Kuti clearly knows that there's a witness available. Why doesn't he request him to come unless he's not concerned? And therefore it's not a chilul Hashem.
Yeah, I mean maybe he, in other words, he forgot, right? I don't know. it's a good question. In other words, what's the Gemara's understanding over here of why it is that the Kusi is not asking the Jew to come and give testimony?
Right.
What did it say over here? Lo teboy mine. Lo teboy mine. Oh, guess what? Very interesting. These words over here, we got these words over here in the Gemora, velo teboy mine, and the Kusi didn't ask that the Jew come and be made for him.
Yes.
Tevus elu nimsoim rak betfusim ha'achronim. These words only appear in later editions of the Talmud. Behem hosafas hasensor. It was inserted by the censor. Ubahagos agra, the Vilna Gaon, he takes the words out. You have a Hagos agra underneath the Hagos abach.
Hagas Hagra.
Yeah.
It says Gillian Hashash.
Yeah, I have it.
You should have three things. You should have Hagos abach, you should have Hagos agra, and you should have Gillian Hashas.
Yeah, I have them.
So in the Hagos agra, he writes on these words in the Gemora, and he says these words in the Gemora, lo tiboy mine, that the goy didn't ask of the Jew to testify. Says the Gaon, Tuf Aleph Mem, which means Timchok Es Milim. Erase these words.
Okay, well that helps. That makes it make a lot more sense to me.
So it's reasonable to assume that Tosfos didn't have those words.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what Tosfos says. Right, okay.
I was muted. What happened to the rabbi?
Good question.
Oh yeah, we lost him. Oh well. Alan, I assume you're not up to coming to class today, right?
Right, yeah, I won't be there today.
Okay, no problem. I'm glad to hear your reports about how you're doing better. Baruch Hashem.
Yeah. Yeah, the back is hurting a bit, but I'm able to walk around even without the walker.
That's fantastic.
But it still hurts.
Refuah Shalema should be
Thank you.
complete.
Yeah.
Well, I think our time is up.
Your
I think
time's up.
so.
Well, maybe wait for a few more moments.
We have it fast. We have a minute left, so it's not going to matter. Okay.
No, but just
Take-
in case it comes
I have
in.
to leave. I
Yes.
got to leave anyway. So, okay. You guys take care. I have to.
All right. Have a good one, Phil.
Thanks.
Okay.